Breaking news, the district attorney for former President Trump's Georgia election interference case can stay on the case. But the judge scolding her in his ruling that dropped this morning. In his 23-page decision, he said Fulton County DA Fani Willis can stay only if her lead prosecutor, Nathan Wade, who she had a romantic relationship with, steps down from that case. Pedro Rivera in the newsroom now this afternoon with the breaking details. Pedro.
Yeah, let's talk about that decision. If Fulton County District Attorney Fani Willis steps down with her entire office, it will essentially halt former President Donald Trump's election interference case. If lead prosecutor Nathan Wade moves aside, the case can move forward. Regardless, the judge called Willis's relationship with Wade a tremendous lapse in judgment. Today, Judge Scott McAfee ruled District Attorney Fani Willis can stay on former President Donald Trump's election interference case in Georgia, but prosecutor Nathan Wade must step down. Trump's election interference case took a back seat last month when the defense filed a motion to have the indictment tossed after it was learned Willis had a romantic relationship with Wade, the prosecutor she appointed to the case.
I don't need anything from a man. A man is not a plan.
Trump attorneys claim Willis financially profited from the former president's prosecution and her relationship with Wade. Willis took the stand in a fiery back and forth and admitted to the relationship but denied any wrongdoing, saying the relationship started after Wade was put on the case.
In November of 2021, I hired him. I do not consider our relationship to have become romantic until early of 2022.
In the judge's ruling, he wrote there wasn't sufficient evidence to support the defense motion to dismiss. However, the judge did write, this finding is by no means an indication the court condones this tremendous lapse in judgment or the unprofessional manner of the district attorney's testimony during the evidentiary hearing. Trump's attorney, Steve Sadow, released a statement this morning reading, respecting the court's decision, we believe the court did not afford appropriate significance to the prosecutorial misconduct of Willis and Wade. It went on to say, we will use all legal options available as we continue to fight to end this case, which should have never been brought in the first place. Trump's attorneys are likely to appeal the decision, which will likely further delay the trial. So we are waiting to hear from both Willis and Wade on the judge's decision. You can stay with ABC. We'll keep you updated.